Hey everybody, welcome back to Horror Trans. My name is Stephanie Bree. I am a transgender woman who happens to occasionally ramble about all things horror. And today we're rambling, but we're also gushing over Josh Hartnett, the horror icon, aka the hottie with a body. The dude that gets everybody hard. Guys, girls, non-binaries, dogs, cats, worms, jellyfish. Josh Hartnett is primarily known as a pretty face who just makes movies. And occasionally, he dips his toe in the horror genre. Now, he's done more than a few horror movies, actually. But only a couple that I actually want to talk about. Because they're the ones he's most known for. And they're, in my opinion, the most important in his career. So let's start with the big one and get it out of the way. Halloween H2O. Now, I've already talked a bunch about the Halloween franchise. I am not what you call an enamored fan of the Halloween franchise. I like some of the movies. They're okay. You know, I mean, you made 35 movies. You're bound to make one or two good movies. Eventually. You're just good. It's just mathematically you're going to. You know. H2O, unfortunately, is not one of the good ones. It's one of the dumb ones that, you know, idiots like because they've never seen a good movie in their life. And they're like, ooh, Josh Hartnett, Jamie Lee Curtis, that's all I need. Okay. You know, whatever. Halloween H2O is fucking rubbish. I've already talked about it. I've already shit on it. Tore it apart. It's a fucking stupid movie. I cannot, for the life of me, fathom why people point to this as the one they like. I'll never understand it. I'll never connect intellectually with those people because we're on different wavelengths. Your brains are out there in Venus, and I'm over here in fucking, you know, Alpha Centauri. We're just like light years away from each other. But, you know, it's cool if you like it. I'm just saying I can't fathom it, so we're not going to connect. I'm not saying we can't get along. I'm just saying, like, you're not going to bring me around. H2O is fucking rubbish. And there's nothing you can say to change my mind. But Josh Hartnett is pretty much both why the movie is rubbish, but also the only good thing about the movie. And when the only good thing about the movie is the reason it's rubbish, you've got a problem. And I don't give a fuck off with your Jamie Lee Curtis. She was in 1, 2, died. I'm sick and tired of seeing Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween movies, goddammit. They killed her off. We don't need any more goddamn Laurie Strode, goddammit. Get over it! Jesus fucking Christ! If they make another fucking Halloween movie with Laurie Strode in it, I'm gonna fucking Unabomber the movie studio that makes that movie. God damn it. Just don't! Let her be! God damn it! I'm sick of Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis. Fuck off. God damn it. Anyways. Josh Hartnett was in Halloween H2O. That's how he got his star. You know, that's how he got people's attention. Sometime later, a year or thereabouts later, he was in a little movie called The Faculty. The Faculty is like probably the greatest horror movie to come out of the 90s. And I don't think there's any arguing this. It just is. You know, you can talk about Silence of the Lambs and Seven all day long. And I'll shoot at you, those aren't technically horror movies. But even if they are, even if we're going to grant that they are horror movies, The Faculty is better. Josh Hartnett is The Faculty. Yeah, there's other people there. You know, Famke Jensen, Elijah Wood, Clea Duvall, and a bunch of other people who you know their faces, but you might not know their names. But Jon Stewart is there. Yeah, the late night comedy talk show host is in a horror movie in 1998. Whatever, it was the 90s. Anyways, damn good movie. Josh Hartnett is pretty much the bad boy, hero, heartthrob, sex symbol of the movie. He is. You know, you're all jerking off to that movie and you're looking at him while you do it. That's just biology. You know, people like to say the word biology. Well, that's how it works. You look at Josh Hartnett and you get horny and do the deed. That's just how it works. Great movie. I could talk about it all day long. This alone would make him a horror icon. But then he grew up and became a man. And man Josh Hartnett, not boy Josh Hartnett, did a movie called 30 Days a Night. And once again, subverting expectations, where he's equally the best thing about the movie and also, like, the worst thing about the movie. It's weird how he can do that. He does it again in that war movie he was in with Ben Affleck. I can't remember what it's called because it's so fucking dumb. I want to call it 9/11, but that's not right. What's that fucking movie called? Pearl Harbor. He does this. He's like the best and worst thing about Pearl Harbor. I don't know how he does it, but somehow he does that. You know, but that's another big, you know, blockbuster type horror iconic role that he was in, 30 Days a Night. And so because he was in those three movies, among others, we can talk about Josh Hartnett as a horror icon. Now, obviously, he's a horror icon because he's a sex symbol. I mean, that's unavoidable. It's the facts. The question is he a good actor? God, no. No, not even a little bit. He's a pretty boy. That's it. That's it. He's just a pretty face. I'm sorry if you liked whatever that fucking bomber movie was called with Ben Affleck. I've already forgot because it's been 5 minutes since I mentioned it. If you like it, fine, I guess, whatever. You know, go see a brain doctor and get that tumor removed. But other than that, I guess you can't argue he's a good actor. You can like the dude. That's fine. But he can't act him way out of a paper bag. There you go. Josh Hartnett, horror icon and horror hunk.